Hi class, it's me, your math teacher Jello. For today's video, let's continue our discussion on how to compute overtime pay. On a rest day which falls on a regular holiday, so dito, imumultiply natin yung daily rate natin by 260% or 2.6. Sa previous video, regular holiday lang pero pag nag-work ka doon, meron kang 200% doon sa ating daily rate. So this time, meron na tayong regular holiday and rest day mo pa. Kaya, ang multiplier natin dito ay 260% or 2.6. Okay, for us to fully understand this concept, let's have problem. Okay? So, Myrna earns the regular daily rate of 340 pesos. If she works 10 hours on May 1, which is Labor Day, which is her rest day also, how much does she earn on that day, including overtime? So, ang step number 1 natin dito class ay find the hourly rate. So, we all know that the regular hourly rate is equal to daily rate divided by 8. So, paano tayo nag-come up sa 8 dito as our denominator? Kasi, sa loob ng isang araw, we are allowed to work for 8 hours only. And kapag lumagpas beyond your working hours, that is considered as overtime pay. So now, as we analyze the given problem, our daily rate is 340 pesos. So, ipa-plug in lang natin yung class. Ito yung class. Ang ating daily rate ay 340 pesos. Gets? So, 340 pesos divided by 8. Kasi here in the Philippines, 8 hours yung standard ng ating pagtatrabaho. Okay? So, kapag dinivide natin to class, 340 divided by 8, that is now equal to 42.50 pesos. Okay? So, ang ating regular hourly rate ay 42.50 pesos. Gets? So now, proceed tayo sa step number 2. Compute the hourly rate on regular holiday that falls on a rest day. So, paano ba natin siya kino-compute? So, hourly rate is equal to 260% times the regular hourly rate on a rest day which falls on a regular holiday. So, simply, we have 260% times yung ating regular hourly rate na na-compute dito sa step number 1 which is 42.50 pesos. Nasusundan ba ako, class? Ayan. And then, using our calculator, actually yung 260%, pwede natin i-convert into decimal which is 2.6 and then times 42.5 or 42.50. Same lang din yung magiging sagot dito, class. Okay? So, 260% times 42.50, that is equal to 110.50 pesos. Okay? So, sa step number 2, ito na yung magiging sagot natin. Now, step number 3, determine the overtime rate per hour. So, paano natin siya kino-compute? The formula is given by overtime rate is equal to hourly rate on a regular holiday that falls on a rest day, plus or added by 30% of hourly rate on a regular holiday that falls on a rest day. So, we already computed the hourly rate doon kanina, no? Sa step number 2, on a regular holiday that falls on a rest day, which is equal to 110 pesos and 50 cents. So, guys, baka magkamali kayo. So, dito, hourly rate on a regular holiday. So, guys, dito yun sa step number 2. Gets? So, this is equal to 110.50 pesos. And then, ang gagawin lang natin dito, class, i-add natin yung 30%. So, eto class. yung 30% na yan. So, plus 30%. Pag sinabing off, that is multiplication times hourly rate on a regular holiday that falls on a rest day. So, uulitin natin yung 110 pesos and 50 cents. So, paano nga ba tayo nag-come up or nagkaroon ng 30% dito? Yun yung additional 30% of her holiday pay for working on her rest day. So, now, let's simplify. So, just copy or bring down. Plus, kukunin natin yung 30% ng 110 and 50 cents. Okay? So, using our calculator, we come up with 33.15. Mas maganda, meron kayong sariling calculator dyan sa tabi nyo para masundan nyo ako. And next naman, ipag-add natin ito para makuha natin yung overtime rate natin. So, 110.50 plus 33.15, that is equal to 143.65 pesos. Okay, this is our overtime rate. So, actually, meron tong alternative method. Ipakita rin natin, baka dun kayo mas madadalian. So, alternative method to compute for the overtime rate. So, overtime rate, let me write. Equals hourly rate on a rest day which falls on a regular holiday times, hindi ko na isusulat yon, times 130%. Okay? So, dito guys, so yung hourly rate natin on a rest day, which falls on a regular holiday, that is equal to, very good, 110.50 pesos times 130%. So, kapag minultiply natin yung class, kinuha natin yung product niyan, ang magiging sagot ay, very good, 143.65 pesos pa rin. Gets? Okay. So, kahit anong solution dyan ay i-accept natin. So now, proceed tayo sa step number 4. Step number 4 ay compute the overtime pay. So, paano natin kinocompute yung overtime pay? The formula is given by overtime pay is equal to overtime rate times the overtime hours. So, since nasagutan na natin yung ating step number 3, no? The next thing to do ay ipa-plug in lang natin yan, class, dito sa ating step number 4. Ang ating overtime rate dito na na-compute ay 143.65 pesos. So, simply plug in 143.65 pesos times overtime hours. Kung mapapansin natin, dito sa ating given problem, sabi dyan, if she works 10 hours on May 1. And here in the Philippines, we are allowed to work for 8 hours only. That is standard. Okay? So, since 10 hours siyang nagtrabaho, so 10 minus 8, that is equal to 2. So, 2 hours yung kanyang overtime pay, right? Okay. Yung overtime hours niya ay 2 hours. And then, i-multiply natin yung dalawa. Ito ay, very good, 287.3 or 0.30. So, ito yung sagot natin sa overtime pay. So now, last step na tayo. Find the total pay. To find for the total pay, we have here 8 times the regular hourly rate times 260%. Sir, paano tayo nag-come up sa ganyan? So, we have 8 hours na pagtatrabaho and then regular hourly rate times 260%. Actually, class, itong unang kinocompute natin, ito yung 8 hours na pagtatrabaho mo. Okay? And then, yung susunod na kukumpute natin, ito naman yung lagpas sa 8 hours na pagtatrabaho mo. Ito yung overtime pay natin. Gets? And now, let's simplify or mag-plug in muna tayo dito. So, we have here equals, so 8 times regular hourly rate times 260%. So, ito ay 42.50 pesos times 260%, right? So, dito natin nakuha yun, class. Ayan, yung 42.50 pesos. Okay, regular hourly rate times 260%. Ayan, class, oh. So, guys, ito ay magiging 42.50 times, of course, 260%. Plus, so we have here 2, ito yan, class. So, times regular hourly rate times 260%, ganun pa rin naman. 42.50 times 260% times 130%. So, isa-isahin natin yung class. Simplify muna natin. So, get the product of 42.50 times 260%. We all know that yan ay 110 pesos and 50 cents, right? Okay, so 110 point, so 8 times 110.50 pesos. Gets? And then, plus, so 2 times, so we have here 42.50 times 260%, ganun pa rin naman. So, times 110.50 pesos times 130%. Equals, simplify natin yung class, 8 times 110.50 pesos, that is equal to 884 pesos. Plus, so guys, pag sinimplify natin ito, ayan, 2 times 110.50 times 130%, that is equal to, very good. Pwede rin itong maging 221 times 1.3. Okay? I-convert ko yung 130% into decimal. So, we have here 884 plus 221 times 1.3, that is equal to, very good, 287.3. So, kapag pinag-add ko yung class, meron tayong 1,171.30 pesos. Okay? So, now, using our alternative method, okay, so pwede yan, ipoprove natin na same din yung magiging sagot natin. Okay? Using this method, so we have here 8 times regular hourly rate times 260% plus yung ating overtime pay. So, i-plug in lang natin yung class. 8 times yung ating regular hourly rate times 260%, that is 42 pesos times 260%. Plus yung ating overtime pay, balikan natin yung step number 4, yung overtime pay natin na na-compute ay 287.3. And then, i-simplify natin to class. So, meron tayo ditong 8 times 110.50 added by 287.3. So, guys, i-multiply ko yan, magiging 884 plus 287.3. So, this is now equal to 1,171.3. Okay, so C, or 0.30. So, C class, na-prove natin na tama yung sagot natin using different solutions. So, kung saan kayo mas nadadalian, yon ang gamitin nyo. Okay? So, this is the end of our video. I hope na meron kayo natutunan. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.